I wanted to come and just sit here and visit with you for a minute about something. As you all know, we are doing gaited horses. The things that we're doing is a little bit unusual, but it's horsemanship. And what I'm wanting to stress to y'all, and I want y'all to think about something as we move along in these videos. Any breed brochure that you pick up, it will tell you, Foxtrotters, Walking Horse, Rockies, whatever, it will tell you they have the smoothest, most natural gait, okay, that there is in the world. That's fine. Then I want somebody to tell me why all the people are constantly working on gait. Okay, if it's natural, why are we trying to make our horses gait? I want you to understand exactly what I'm doing here. If you put a foundation on your horse and you get your horse soft, supple, and light, and his body framed up in balance where he can move comfortably, his gait is going to rise to the top. Whatever he has, okay, it's going to rise to the top. The number one thing you got to understand is, I am not a show horse trainer. I'm not getting a foxtrotting horse ready to go to the show pen. I'm not getting a walking horse ready to go to the show pen. We are talking about trail horses here. The number one thing you got to have on a trail horse is a gentle, responsive, smooth, reliable partner. That's what you got to have. Okay, so the whole thing about it is, just like the snaffle bits. Well, and I have a very good friend that sells a few horses. And he put up a horse on Facebook the other day, and a bunch of these guys went saying, get a hold of him. He had that thing in a flat foot walk, and its little old head was just a shaking, and buddy, they was covering the ground. And you could hear it. And he was doing it on a loose rein. Okay, which that tells you the horse is in balance. His gait is coming out. He's doing it with no pressure. He's doing it naturally. Okay, he's doing it naturally. The comments kept saying, get a hold of him, drive him on up, get a hold of him. Do you know who was saying that? Show horse people. That's who was saying that to him. And the reason they were saying that to him is they don't have a clue what we want in our gaited horses. That is the whole problem with the gaited horse industry. You know, years ago, if you wanted a gaited trail horse, where did you go buy one? You went to a gaited horse trainer. What was he? I can tell you, he was a show horse guy. He was telling you have to have this bit. You have to shoe him this way. You got to let his feet grow this way. Blah, 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 blah. You got to get a hold of him. Drive him up. I'm not going to tell you he was telling you wrong. What I'm going to tell you is he was telling you what he done. Okay? Because he was getting ready to show. There was not people out there like me and some others now that had zeroed in on gaited trail horses. And when I first got into gaited horses, man, I was trying to learn everything I could do, and I was told everything under the sun. And finally, I just got aggravated and said, to heck with it. I am a horseman. I want my horses to travel naturally, and I want to use natural horsemanship, and I want my horses to be soft, supple, and light, and happy. I want my horses to be happy, not under pressure 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I do not want that. So what I'm going to do is do what I know how to do. And that's what we've done here. And Joy and I have sold horses all over the United States. And they have been customers that have come back and bought more from us. So therefore, I know what I'm doing is right. But these are just some things that I want you to think about. You know, get your horses broke. That is your biggest problem. The horses aren't broke, and they don't have a foundation on them. The horses will gait. Now, and they'll gait in a snaffle bit. As far as I go, once I get a horse going real good and work and get out here on a gravel road and take off, we want to cover some ground, I'll get my horse where I want, but it's not me pulling back here. Okay, to hold him there. I may sit here and do this right there. Just stay right there. And if he gets to go a little fast, Just kind of pull my hand back just a little bit, just barely touch him, and then if he gets to going too slow, just give him a little bit more. It's just not moving that much. See, a horse cannot perform great if he is not happy. In order for your horse to perform, your horse has got to be happy. He has got to be where he is not in pain. He has got to be where the pressure is just not boiling down on him all the time. And that is exactly what we're doing here. We are taking the pressure off our horses where they get relaxed and people can enjoy them. So those are some things that I want you to think about. And if you have any questions about what I'm doing here, feel free to contact us. We'll be more than happy to talk to you. Okay, you all have saw the groundwork exercises we do on this horse. You have all seen what to expect when you go saddle one up. We're using this mare here to show you what a horse with a great foundation does and how they act. Later on, we're going to get one out here that has no foundation on it, and we're going to show you how to do that. Now, once you've got them where there's gentle and everything and you can get on them, what I like to do first is start to get one supple, okay? And like starting out, it'll actually be starting out with a side pass. What I like to do to get the horse where they're working off my leg is I'll set here, and I'll just pick me out a circle, and I'll just walk a circle. Notice I'm letting her get excited, or letting her stay calm, and just walk on this circle. Now, as we walk around here, what I'm going to do is my right hand I'm going to leave, my left hand I'm going to pick up just a little bit. And now I'm sticking my spur in on this inside. There. And I'm pushing her out of the circle. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the first step of the side pass. What you're doing is you're teaching your horse to have her head cocked to the left and be curved and feel the pressure and step over to the right. See there? And then, as you do that, see, she's getting really responsive. And I'm just using less and less and less pressure with your foot when you first teach one this. Okay? Always remember, see there? I can just kind of pick up and she starts to drift over. Now, what you do on the left side, you've also got to do on the right side. And I don't know how she's going to react to the right side here, but I can tell you this. We're going to get her to do it. And remember this. They're going to have a good side and they're going to have a bad side. And you're going to figure it out as you go along. Once you figure out the bad side, you need to work a little extra on that side. Now, I'm here to tell you, you'll go to getting that bad side good, and you'll go back to your good side and find out you've lost it. So then you got to go back and retrain it. But that is horse training. That's balancing out your horse. Some horses have a different way of learning, just like a lot of people have a different way of learning. Okay? Now, I'm going to pick up on my right hand, stick my right leg in, and see how she steps out and kind of crosses over and gets out of that circle. And now I'm going to drop everything and let her come right back in. These are the simple exercises that we're having our people be able to do when they buy horses. If you're out here looking for a horse and you go try one out to buy it, watch these videos. If the horse will not do these simple things, don't buy the horse. It don't have a foundation on it. Raise the level of the bar up on these horses, because we have seen so many people taken advantage of that it is not even funny. There you go. There you go. See there? Now, she'll get off her legs. Now you can sit here and check. I'm going to keep her head tilted where I can just see her right eye. I'm going to hold this here, and I'm going to stick in my leg, and I'm going to ask her to side pass over. Right there, right there, right there. Now, I'm going to cock her head back here to the left, and I'm going to put my left leg in, and we're going to side pass right back over here. That is how you get a side pass on your horse. You are also the first steps of balancing your horse, framing your horse up. When I say balance and framing your horse up, what I'm talking about is getting a horse where they can carry theirself and carry you. Okay? You watch an NFL football game. Those guys go through a lot of stuff where they can play ball. They're athletes. They got to do a lot of things for strength. These horses do too in the training process. My God, we're asking them to carry themselves. Then we're asking them to carry our saddles. Then we're asking them to carry us. Let alone all the crap we take with us on the trail ride. We've got water, we've got sandwiches, we've got chips, we've got snacks. And we're asking these horses to go through a rough terrain carrying all of our stuff. So, in order for a horse to move properly, they need to be able to carry themselves. So, what I'm going to do here is we're going to walk around, framing up. It's the same deal as a side pass, except it's got more forward motion and more on a straight line. Look at how this horse is bent. Look at how this horse is coming around here. Okay? Now, what we're going to do is swap sides. I want to get this mare kind of like a snake crossing the road. Just a curling back and forth across the road. See here? There you go. These are just the simple things of framing a horse up. Okay? Framing a horse up, getting them in balance. And what they're also doing, and you'll hear me saying it, I want a horse to stay between my hands and my legs. Okay? I'm teaching my horse where my hands are, and I'm teaching my horse where my legs are. Does that make sense, folks? I'm able to push this horse around and just let her walk like this. She's working muscles right now she didn't know she had. Okay? There we go. Come on. This is also helping you neck rein. Okay? This is the first steps of neck reining. Because see here? There you go. We're coming around. See here? I've got the rein over here. I've got my leg in her. She's coming around. All right? Now, I've got my leg in her. Coming around. All of this goes hand in hand, in hand, in hand as we go along. What is going to be fun is when we get a horse out here that knows nothing. That knows nothing, has no foundation. And I'm going to give you a little background on it. I've got a 4-year-old mare back here that has come here. She's 4 or 5. The gentleman has rode her around his farm. Okay? He's rode her around his farm. I've got $500 in my pocket that says she has no foundation on her whatsoever. That is another deal we have out here. There are a lot of horses that are letting their owners get on them, and they're going on trail rides, and they're not hurting them. But those horses know nothing. Those horses know absolutely nothing. So those are just a few of the things that's going to be coming up on this deal. So stay tuned, and we hope you enjoy it. If you have any questions, give us a holler. As you can tell, we've got Colleen Gaddis on Sonny. As a matter of fact, Colleen Gaddis owns Sonny. And Colleen has come here, and she has stayed with us for a week. And she's going to be here another week. And what we're helping her do, and as you all notice in all these videos, I keep talking about soft, supple, light, and safe. Safe, safe. Colleen has had a couple of bad wrecks on horses. Matter of fact, the last one she had was on this horse. And what had happened was, as she was riding along on a trail ride, and a group of horses was in a field next to her, come running up behind her. That will spook a lot of horses. The mare spooked, reared up, wheeled around, wanting to go the other way. And Colleen done what everybody does. The main reaction is to pull back. And the horse came up. It didn't come over on top of her, but she had a wonder bit on, which has a chain curb and puts a lot more pressure underneath the horse, okay? Whenever she was pulling back. The horse didn't fall over on her, but Colleen come off. The mare accidentally stepped on her, broke her ribs, and it was just a horrible mess. The summer before, she'd had a wreck. Whenever a buzzard had flew out, of a deer blind in the woods, broke her pelvis, broke her leg. It was just a horrible, horrible deal. And Kalina's got a little bit shaken on that. So what we've done is I've been using Sonny here as my demonstration horse. And what we're going to do with Kalina is we're going to have Kalina ride her, and I'm going to be telling Kalina what she needs to do. So what I want you to do is just walk around here at a trail walk. Just walk around this trail. There you go. Another big thing that we really harp on here is whenever you get on your horse for the first time of the day, just let them drop their head and walk and relax. Don't ask them to gait. Don't ask them to do nothing. Just ask them to relax and walk around. You know, we've done some things with Colleen, and it's to help her get her reactions down. You know, just like pulling back on the horse. That is a reaction that we have been told all of our lives. To stop or get out of trouble, pull back. Pulling back will get you in more trouble. That has been proven time and time again. What we're wanting people to do is go to the one rein. Go to one rein. Because when you go side to side, you're really keeping those horses kind of off balance. They can't really brace on you. It's hard for them to get stiff because it's going from side to side. But whenever you pull back on two reins, they can sit there and push on that and brace. We're wanting to do away with that, okay? Kick her on up a little faster walk. Do a one-rein stop, Colleen. Did y'all notice the horse had almost stopped before she pulled her head around? I'm going to tell you why that happened. That happened because Colleen had sat down in her saddle. The horse was learning to listen to Colleen's seat, okay, and her legs. Very good. Let her come on. Now what I want you to do is when you come across right here, sit down and just pick up one rein and see if she'll stop. There you go. Did you all notice? She never pulled that back. She sat down and just lifted up on the rein. Those are the things that we're wanting. That tells you the horse is in tune to Colleen. The horse is in tune to Colleen. Okay, take on. And the whole thing about it is, what you're seeing here, you could have the very same thing. It is not that hard to get there. Okay, Colleen, let's say your horse is rearing up. What are you going to do? Right there. Did y'all see that? We're teaching Colleen, when that thing comes up, automatically go forward and get a hold of that neck. And whenever she did, the mare darn near stopped. Okay? Those are the things you need to react to. And that's what I do. I've done a lot. Had some of those old colts rear up. Man, I've grabbed a hold of that neck thinking, if you come over, I'm going to slide off of you on the side. Because a lot of people get hurt bad when a horse rears up and falls over backwards on them. And the bad thing about it is, a lot of times when a horse rears up and falls over backwards, it's our fault. That's why they done it. Okay? Because we don't have them soft. We don't have them supple. We don't have them light. And our first reaction is to pull with two hands. You know, that way if we train people to go forward and get a hold of the neck, there's no way they can pull them back because all the weight's forward. Does that make sense?
And it makes the reins go forward.
And it makes the reins go forward. Takes all the pressure off the mount. That's exactly right. So, let's go out here in the middle of the barn and say your horse is getting nervous and worried. She's not wanting to stand still. She's not paying attention. What are you going to do? There you go. Right there. You're going to pull it around to the right. You're going to get her going in a circle. And the next thing she's going to do is pull it back around to the left. And do some figure eights out here. Get that horse's head back here to her. You know, these are just the things that you need to be able to do. When a horse is feeling tight, if a horse goes to feeling tight, and you feel like you have no control of their feet, these are the things you do. Because what you're doing is you're getting that horse to come back down where you're getting its mind. Okay? And you're starting to get back control of the feet again. And let me explain this to you. When you get control of those feet, you've got its mind. But if you don't have control of the feet, you do not have that horse's mind. And what we got to do is have the horse's mind. Okay? So, those are just a few of the simple exercises that we're doing. And it will help you. This is what we're doing with people that come here for our weekends with Mike and Joy. I'm going ahead and working their horses. We're assessing their horses. We're finding out where everybody is at. And it's just working out really great, and we're helping a lot of people, and we're tickled to death to do it. So anyway, stay tuned. There's more coming.